Have you been waiting for the Galaxy S24 update, only to find out it was delayed or buggy? Well, you're not the only one who's been affected by this. But the good news is Samsung has officially resumed rolling out the One UI 7.0 update for the Galaxy S24 series, and it seems like they've worked out the major issues that caused the delay in the first place. Just a few days ago, Samsung had to pause the One UI 7 rollout due to a critical bug that appeared in the initial version. This bug was serious enough to halt the entire update, but now, Samsung has released a new version with improvements that aim to fix those issues. The update is being rolled out with a newer firmware version, S928NKSU4B9D9, which appears to be much more stable compared to the previous one. At the moment, this update is already live in South Korea, which is Samsung's home market. This is a typical strategy as they often test updates there first before making them available in other regions. If everything goes smoothly, the update will soon reach other countries. For Galaxy S24 users, whether you have the S24, S24 Plus, or S24 Ultra, here's what you need to know. If you're waiting for the update or didn't receive it the first time around, chances are this new version will be the one you get. But here's a small tip. Before you proceed with the update, it's a good idea to temporarily disable your lock screen protection. This is because the original bug was somehow tied to the lock screen, and while Samsung likely has fixed it, it's better to be cautious and avoid any potential issues. If you were one of the early users who received the first version of the update before Samsung pulled it, there's still some uncertainty about whether this new firmware will be made available for you. If you're in that group, it's a good idea to keep checking for any new updates or patches that may be released soon. Samsung is expected to address this, but it's still a bit unclear when exactly those updates will arrive for early adopters. With this bug finally out of the way, Samsung can now shift its focus to rolling out One UI 7 to more devices as planned. They were aiming to bring the update to other models by the end of April, including the Galaxy Z Fold 6, Galaxy Z Flip 6, and potentially a few other phones. However, due to the delay with the Galaxy S24 series, it's likely that some updates might get pushed into early May, but they should still arrive soon. Galaxy S24 users, you'll be the first to get the update. But if you're eager and don't want to wait for the automatic notification, you can manually check for the update. Just head to your settings, tap on Software Update, and then hit Download and Install. If the update is available for your phone, it'll start installing right away. For those who prefer a more hands-on approach or like to update their phones through a computer, the One UI 7 firmware is also available on the Sammobile Archive. Just make sure to download the correct version for your specific model and region to avoid any compatibility issues. It's nice to see Samsung taking quick action to fix the problems and get updates back on track. One UI 7 is based on Android 15, and with it, users can expect smoother animations, better app optimization, and a cleaner, more streamlined interface. But more than anything, people just want an update that works without the system crashing or causing glitches, and that's what this latest update promises to deliver. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest tech news. The competition to create the thinnest smartphone is intensifying, and recent leaks suggest that Apple might be preparing to take the lead with the iPhone 17 Air. This follows Tecno's unveiling of its concept Spark Slim, which initially claimed to be the world's slimmest phone. However, Apple's upcoming device could set a new standard in ultra-thin smartphone design. A leaked dummy model of the iPhone 17 Air suggests an incredibly slim profile, measuring just 5.44 millimeters in thickness. If this leak is accurate, it would make the iPhone 17 Air one of the slimmest smartphones ever made. For comparison, Tecno's Spark Slim measures 5.75 millimeters, and the rumored Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge is expected to be around 5.84 millimeters. However, while the phone itself may be thin, the camera bump is expected to be slightly larger, potentially adding to the overall depth of the device. With a focus on a thinner design, certain trade-offs might be necessary. One of the biggest concerns is battery life. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to have a battery capacity of around 3,000 mAh, which is significantly smaller than the batteries found in Apple's Pro models. A smaller battery could mean reduced screen-on time. Although Apple's A19 chip is expected to offer improved energy efficiency to help manage power consumption. The display is rumored to have a resolution of 1260 by 2740 pixels, with a 120 Hz refresh rate for smooth scrolling and animations. The screen size is expected to fall between 6.5 and 6.7 inches, maintaining a balance between portability and usability. However, it is speculated that the iPhone 17 Air may not include some of the more advanced display technologies that could be exclusive to the iPhone 17 Pro models. Internally, the iPhone 17 Air is expected to be powered by Apple's next generation A19 chip, paired with 8 gigabytes of RAM and storage options of 256 gigabytes or 512 gigabytes. While the device might not compete directly with the Pro models in terms of performance, it is still expected to offer a fast and smooth experience, especially for everyday tasks and app usage. On the camera front, leaks suggest that the iPhone 17 Air will feature a single 48-megapixel rear camera and a 24-megapixel front camera. While this setup may not match the multi-lens configurations of Apple's flagship models, computational photography advancements could still deliver high-quality photos. Apple has been improving its image processing technology over the years, meaning that even with a single rear camera, the iPhone 17 Air could still capture impressive shots. Despite all these rumors, it is important to remember that nothing has been officially confirmed. The iPhone 17 Air is not expected to be released until September, leaving plenty of time for additional leaks and speculation. Apple's history of pushing the boundaries of smartphone design makes it likely that this device will bring a unique combination of thinness and performance. Interestingly, Apple recently teased an upcoming product announcement for an unknown Air device. While many assume this refers to a MacBook Air, some are hopeful that it could hint at the iPhone 17 Air. If this turns out to be true, it would mark a significant shift in Apple's strategy, introducing an entirely new category of iPhones focused on ultra-thin design. With several months remaining before the official launch, more details will likely emerge. Whether the iPhone 17 Air will prioritize form over function, or strike the right balance between thinness and usability remains to be seen. What do you think? Would a thinner iPhone be worth the potential trade-offs? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Higher than the standard Snapdragon 8 Elite, which peaks at 4.32 GHz. This small but significant increase in clock speeds allows the Galaxy S25 Ultra to maintain an advantage when running heavy applications that demand more power. In terms of software, the two devices run different operating systems. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra runs Android 15 with Samsung's One UI 7 interface, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max operates on iOS 18.21. Both operating systems provide distinct experiences, with iOS focusing on simplicity and seamless integration within its ecosystem, while Samsung's One UI offers a more customizable experience, allowing users to tailor their phone to their specific preferences. It's important to note that while benchmark scores are useful, they don't tell a whole story. Real-world performance depends on many factors, including software optimization, battery life, and how users interact with their phones on a daily basis. If you're someone who prioritizes quick performance for single-thread tasks like app opening or browsing the web, the iPhone 16 Pro Max might feel snappier. However, if you're a power user who regularly switches between apps, multitasks, or plays resource-intensive games, the Galaxy S25 Ultra's ability to handle multiple processes simultaneously will likely provide a smoother and more efficient experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.